My name's Sean Powers. I'm Director of Admissions for Ross University School of Medicine, and very fortunate this evening to be joined by Dr. Salvatore Chillemi, 2007 graduate of Ross University School of Medicine, currently a partner in a nephrology practice in Georgia.
It's always an honor and a pleasure to speak to Rossies and potential future Rossies, so looking forward to it.
What was it that really led you to decide to pursue a career in medicine?
I'd say people. Actually hated doctors when I was a kid, which was the funny thing. It would take 6 of them to hold me down to give me a basic vaccine. Basic things, helping study, from helping people move to, doing rounds in hospitals, shadowing ER doctors. And I think that's where I really learned that my passion was just the interaction on a daily basis with people.
Was nephrology something that always interested you, or, how did you end up as a nephrologist, and how do you go down that road and go after that fellowship?
I started off wanting to be a pediatrician. I love kids. Doing my pediatric rotation, I realized I had a passion for the kids, but the parents tended to be a little bit more difficult. And being a parent myself now, I've realized that. But went into internal medicine. I absolutely loved every single specialty that I was exposed to. Cardiology. I almost went into pulmonary critical care, to be honest with you. That was one of my favorite things. But what really led me to nephrology was the fact that these chronic kidney disease patients, if they ever end up on dialysis, you see them every week for the rest of their life. So it's the only true specialty, I believe, where you see patients weekly at dialysis rounds, obviously, but you're not going to see patients more than me as a nephrologist does. I can guarantee you that. I see them, from the point they have basic kidney disease to the point where they progress. I'm the one that helps them make that difficult decision on dialysis, which type of dialysis to proceed to. As far as family support, emotional support, I'm there for them through that entire journey. And then I see them weekly at dialysis.
Now, you started at Ross just about 15 years ago this fall. But leading up to that, you graduate from Mercer University, you've got your BA in biology, or bachelor's degree in biology, I should say, and then what? I mean, are you looking at United States schools? Did you know about Ross at that point? Take us through that sort of process, going from undergrad and then finding your way into Ross University School of Medicine.
I believe the first year I applied, Mercer has a small little medical school in Macon, Georgia. I applied there, and I was waitlisted. They told me to reapply the next year, and the same thing happened. So my old college neighbor, Chinook Patel, was at Ross. He told me to apply. I applied, had my interview in New York City, and it's probably one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life, to be honest with you, because it allowed me to pursue a dream that I thought the doors were shut on. But everyone I know that I surrounded myself with Ross has been beyond successful. Like I said, my brother's an orthopedic surgeon. My sister-in-law is a pediatrician. My best female friend from Ross did neurology at the Mayo Clinic. Chinook Patel, the gentleman I was just talking about, is a vascular surgeon in Pensacola, Florida. The sky's the limit, and Ross honestly gives you that the ability to finalize and chase that dream.
When you think back on the curriculum, the faculty support, those kinds of things, go back to your time in Dominica. What was it that really put you on this path to where you are today?
Perseverance and the desire to prove myself to the world. I think a lot of us going into Ross may have had our doors shut on us, and it just makes us want to fight more and prove ourselves more to the world. So that's what I had in the back of my mind, even before I even got to the island, was the fact that I wanted to prove myself. And I think that alone actually is a benefit to future Ross students, because we have that desire and passion to go that extra mile. The door may have been shut on you, you didn't give up.
40 years we've been in Dominica, as you noted, and in this past year, due to the weather and the hurricanes last fall, we made the decision to temporarily leave the island, and we were fortunate to be welcomed in Knoxville, Tennessee, on the campus of Lincoln Memorial University, where we are operating our basic science program, our medical science program, the first half of the medical school curriculum, on a purpose-built campus for medicine. So we'll be there through 2018. When you think back on all the material that you learned in that first part of the curriculum, the basic sciences, is there anything that you use to this day in your everyday practice?
Of course. I mean, I'm not going to go through a single day of my career where there isn't something I learned from my basic sciences in Dominica, be it from, genetics, polycystic kidney disease to basic hypertension. You know, the basic science is there to mold you and prepare you for the clinical rotations. I think just the last thing to say is chase that dream. Don't let anyone shut the door on you. You know, Ross, it's probably one of the best decisions of my life. It was for my brother. He met his wife there, for God's sake. But
come to Ross and fall in love.
Come to Ross, fall in love, and get a good education.
To all of you checking in on Facebook, wherever you may be in the world, thank you very much for your time. And most of all, thank you, Dr. Sal Chillemi, for your time this evening. Have a great evening.
Good luck, guys. Thanks.